All right, so we've been talking a little bit about AI, and I certainly get the aspect of, kind of streamlining the logistics side of it. I'm curious, from a principled standpoint, is there a red line or a constitution for you guys in-house that says, even if legislation says that AI-based targeting is okay, legal, what have you, we're not going to go there? Like, do you have a point at which you just won't cross that line, or is it dictated by policy?
Great question. I would say I'm overwhelmingly in favor of things that reduce collateral and casualties. And so anything we can be deploying that makes munitions smaller and more accurate, I'm always going to be a fan of. I think another interesting thing for us, for any company really, is like we choose what products we develop, and I think those will be the products we continue to choose to develop.
Yeah. If policy dictated that you guys could use AI-based targeting where there's no human being in the custody chain of pulling the trigger on something, would you guys do it? So basically AI is taking a human's life. Like, would you, if it was legal and signed off on, would you guys do it? Or do you not have a position yet?
So I don't have a clear position yet. I think generally speaking, the job of someone working very closely with the military to develop technology is to fit into that framework of how they deploy it. I can say from a personal perspective, I would much rather have something very, very, very precise that works 99.99% of the time than drop a dumb bomb and say, go 400 miles that direction. I can also say there are different types of AI there, right? You have like total battlefield management tools, and then you have single asset tools. Like, at least the things we're developing right now are being sent at a target of known existence. And so the question isn't, are you deciding to send it or not to send it? The question is, once it's sent, how accurate will it be?
Yeah.
And I'm generally very much a fan of that answer being extremely accurate and precise. I don't know if we'll ever work in the space as a company, and there are other people working in the space right now that is, do you send it or not send it?
Right. Is there any, I guess, concern, and this is where I think the general public's lack of knowledge and misunderstanding about AI and seeing Terminator 2 and movies like that assume that once that slippery slope of authority is given, that now you run the risk of AI systems now turning on humans and targeting the wrong people and going, rogue, and you have this like apocalyptic movie-like scenario. I had another guest on, the AI Shield guy. I don't know if you know him, Brandon. Asked him a similar question, and it seems to be a pretty recurring answer from everybody that's kind of, in the weeds in that space, is that the ones and zeros aspect, basically makes it not really a possibility, or it's so unlikely that it's not really something that they worry about.
So I definitely worry about that future, right? Like, the idea of that future existing does keep me up at night. I also agree with them in saying that, like, we are a very long way from that tech even being remotely possible. Like, I would say you would hate to be in a world where a founder like me makes that decision, and that is never a decision I will be in a place to make or want to be in a place to make, right? My job is to build things for the government, same with anyone else's in this space. And we have the Constitution to direct us how to do those things. And I think those decisions should be made within the bounds of the Constitution, within the bounds of policymakers, and not within sort of the bounds of people like me.
Yeah, that makes good sense.